Here.
McDermott.
Here.
Gibbon.
Here.
Harrington.
Here.
Bucher.
Here.
Johnson.
Here.
Smith.
Here.
If you'll all stand, please, for a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. Amen. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Glad you're all here. Welcome. Item 1, consent agenda. Approve this agenda, pay the claims as submitted. Approve the city treasurer's report for June 2022. And D, approve the minutes of the July 5th, 2022 regular council meeting. Trent Bucher.
Second.
Gibbons on seconds.
Johnson.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Weiss.
Abstain.
Sisson.
Yes.
McDermott.
Yes.
Gibbon.
Yes.
Harrington.
Yes.
Bucher.
Yes.
Thank you. Now time for the public forum. If somebody wants to bring something before the council that is not on the agenda, now's the time and the place. This council is always willing to listen. I will close the public forum then. Item 3, approve the mayor's appointment of Greg Steinmetz as the alternate member to the Board of Adjustments. Greg comes highly recommended. He works for the county. Also, on weekends, you might see him serving the customers at Ace Hardware. So he was glad to come on board as the Board of Adjustments. So I'd recommend Greg Steinmetz.
I'll move to approve.
Mary McDermott and Corey Weiss. Thank you.
Gibbon.
Yes.
Harrington.
Yes.
Bucher.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
Sisson.
Yes.
McDermott.
Yes.
Awesome, you'll do well. Item 4, approve request for assistance with Phelps County Fair and Demolition Derby. Welcome back.
Yeah, it's a yearly thing, isn't it?
That time of the year.
I'd just like to request help again with putting up the snow fence, and then if they could bring down a payloader probably Wednesday morning to move a couple bleachers around. Get Tiny to come up there. No.
Kim can't do it, maybe Natalie.
Well, I will call you. I might have my telehandler in here. I might be able to do it myself, so.
Well, we can do it. I just, I needed to visit with you probably prior to make sure we all, if anything's changed or if there's any, are you still having the bull riding or the?
No, the outfit that did it last year couldn't afford to feed their animals and gas, so they quit. I tried to get another one in, and they never called me back. So we moved the ranch rodeo from Sunday afternoon to Tuesday night. So we'll need the bleachers down there and then move them back up to the dirt.
I'll just need to visit with you tomorrow then, so we know exactly what we need to do then.
And do you have any idea when they want to do the snow fence so I can get it in here?
They're probably gonna start Thursday, this week.
This week?
Yeah, Thursday or Friday this week. Is that right?
Friday.
Huh?
How about Friday?
Okay, Friday this week.
Okay. So, that's, I guess, what we're wishing.
Any questions for Mr. Nelson? We've done this for several years,
Yeah.
and it's nice to have the fair down there, brings a lot of people to town.
I make a motion we approve his request.
I'll second it. Dale Harrington?
McDermott.
Yes.
Gibbon.
Yes.
Harrington.
Yes.
Bucher.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
Sisson.
Yes.
Okay. All right, thank you.
Thank you for all your work.
Do you need our insurance?
I have it.
Rob passed it.
I have it.
You have it? Okay. Okay, thank you.
Excellent.
Item 5, consider a budget request from Phillips County Senior Center. Good evening.
Hi. You all might not know me, but I'm Denise Smith. I'm the director of the Senior Center. You've probably heard of me, but you might not know me. So, every year we work pretty hard with our budget. The last time we were here, I started in 2019 or 98 working for the Senior Center. And in 2000, we asked for a $500 increase, which brought us to $3,000. And then in 2011, we asked for a $1,000 increase to bring us to $4,000. So this year I come around and I'm asking for another $1,000 increase to bring us up to $5,000 to help us with our budget. Some of the things that you might not know about us, I wrote some numbers down. Pre-COVID, so the year before all the COVID stuff hit, we served 14,683 meals. Now COVID hit and we're still working hard. We never closed our doors. We tried to think out of the box, so we now do a drive-through where people can grab their meals and take them, and we also home deliver meals. So we're still working hard, and this last year we increased by over 2,600 meals, so we're at 17,295 for the year. So I think we're a pretty good group to give some money to.
And where do you get your money from? The county supports you, and
We get money from the county, and then we get money from South Central Agency on Aging. It's for the Older Americans Act, but it can only be used for raw food or kitchen stuff. But we still have the center. We used to have 3 budgets, now we only have 2 for the center. And then, and most of it is whatever we take in for the meals. We can't charge a price unless you're under 60, so it's a free will donation. And our suggested contribution is $4 a meal. So you can't go anywhere in town for $4 a meal. And if you're 60 or older, we do charge, but we only charge $5 for a home cooked meal.
60 or under or over?
60 or under is $5.
Okay. You can't go anywhere for $10.
I know. And we do home cooking. It's almost everything's home cooked. A few of the people here have tried our meals before, so.
the food's good. I went there Wednesday, just kinda, I've been there I've done the drive-through, my wife and I have done the drive-through quite a bit. Food's awesome. I went there. All I heard was complaints about the city this, the city that. Good group of guys down there. You know, it was good to get out and see some of them and listen to them. The other thing is, you have a bunch of volunteers. You're doing garage sales, you're doing bake sales, you're doing.
We have to come up, the senior center has to come up with about $35,000 to $40,000 a year. And that's how we do all those, why we do all those fundraisers. So every month you might see that we're having something. That's why we do all that. And then corporation, would people use the center and they get charged a fee to use the center. That money goes towards the corporation share too.
Can you tell me what your total budget is?
Let's see, well, we do the public transit too, so you just want the senior center or the public transit also?
Just the senior center.
Okay, I don't know the number for sure, but it's like 180-some thousand.
You have 17,000 meals on $180,000.
We do other things, people come in, it's just a place for people to come. Our job is actually to keep people in their homes as long as they can. So if they only get one healthy meal a day, we hope it's because of us. And then we used to have a chore service where we mowed lawns and stuff, but it's hard to find people to do those jobs for us now. So we had to drop that part of it, but we still continue to do other, we have guest speakers come in, and right now we don't have as many people coming in, most of them are using the drive-through. So our top, through the drive-through was 157 chicken fried steaks. So,
It's very popular.
yeah, it was quite a lot of cooking. So we average on average this last month is about 80 people a day.
last Wednesday, I think you said 122
123 it ended up being, yeah.
dine in, and
Right,
that's,
Carry it out.
and the cooks do a fantastic job.
they do.
Councilman Smith is also on the senior center board.
With
But
the,
don't hold that against him.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and I'm not related, we just have the same last name.
You're lucky.
with the increase in meals, have you had to increase your staff then too, or?
We actually are down one staff person in the kitchen, so we have a temporary employee. We've advertised and no one applies. But part of the problem is we can only pay so much, and we don't have it in our budget to pay someone what McDonald's might be able to. So,
That's because they have a $9 Happy Meal.
I know.
Do you
But
get,
we do our job
True.
because we love our job. And, yeah,
do you get compensation, to offset the low cost of your meals? Or
We
how do you-
get-
How do you make it work?
each person that is 60 years or older that fills out an intake, they have to fill out a special paper. We get an extra 70 cents from USDA. I'm not exactly sure what that is. Our average meal would probably cost $8 if we were charging the way we're supposed to with electricity and everything. We just don't do that because not everybody can afford that.
And you can still make it work?
We do.
Have you raised your cost?
We're
Since
actually,
COVID?
no, but we are gonna in September. It's gonna be $5 and
Instead of
$6. Yeah.
Still very, very.
Right, but the price of food is ridiculous.
Like everything.
$5 and $6 is very cheap.
Pretty reasonable.
Don't have a choice.
No, it's, I get the stuff, they can do chef salads if you don't wanna eat what they're offering, you can get a chef salad. So, and there's lots of options.
We have people that during the year when they're harvesting, their wives or someone will come pick up meals and take them out to the field so that they get a home cooked meal out in the field.
I called in last year, would you have him throw another dog on the fire? That's exactly what I got when I went in. Hot dogs weren't on the menu, but I got
A rubber one, yeah.
Just great staff over there.
Denise, if someone's wanting to participate in this, they need to call in by a certain time?
We ask that they call in by 10, but we try not to ever refuse anyone. So some days you just have to, when you start planning your day, you look at your past menu on that day, when you serve that meal, how many people you had, and we kind of go by that. So it's all a guess.
Yeah. I can always tell when the line going down Garfield with all the cars, it
Yeah.
just, oh, they're serving.
We got called into the comps a couple times for that. And I said, I'm sorry, they're just waiting to come to us.
We're just waiting for the donuts.
Yeah, we don't make donuts very often.
Yeah, some days they use that Glenwood parking lot and you get 4, 5, 6 cars in there waiting.
Helps when there's a police cruiser in the
Yeah.
line.
Well, we've had them about, yeah, we've had lines about, chicken fried steak day is about three blocks long of waiting in line.
Yeah.
Any more questions for Denise? We'll take this request under advisement next month when we do the budget. You guys do an awesome job over there.
Thank you.
Thank you for taking care of
I
it.
appreciate you guys
Thank you for your
listening.
time.
Have a
Thanks,
great night.
thanks.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Item 6, consider corrective ordinance 2460, vacating public ways in block 11 and block 16 of Holdrege South addition to the city of Holdrege, Phelps County, Nebraska. This would be south of the Fairgrounds, is that correct?
Yes, I missed it. It said on the original one, South Sherman, and we definitely do not want to vacate South Sherman. It should have been, South Sheridan and a couple alleys, and it's just some cleanup that was approved prior, but Dane and I looked at it, we gotta clean it up, so it's done right. There is I do know the owner wants to sell some of the properties, so.
Questions from the council? Dane?
First reading, ordinance 2460. An ordinance to vacate South Sheridan Street from 7th Street to 10th Street, 8th Street from South Sherman Street to South Sheridan Street, and South 9th Street from South Sherman Street to South Sheridan Street, and the alleyways in Block 11 and Block 16 in Holdrege South Addition to the City of Holdrege, Phelps County, Nebraska. To repeal all other ordinances or parts of ordinances in conflict herewith, to provide for the severability of all parts hereof, and to designate the time described when this ordinance shall be in effect. Be it ordained by the mayor and council of the City of Holdrege, Nebraska.
Motion to approve first reading.
So moved.
Gibbons, McDermott. Thank you. Ward 1.
Harrington,
Yes.
Euchre,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Weiss,
Yes.
Sisson,
Yes.
McDermott,
Yes.
Gibbons.
Yes.
Does the council wish to suspend the rules?
I think we probably could in this instance.
What's that?
I think we probably could in this instance.
Isn't this the one where he's in?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
we
is
did.
housekeeping,
We
this is
already
something
did
that
that.
we should have.
I'll make a motion we suspend the rules.
Mike Sisson?
Second.
Dale Harrington, seconds.
McDermott,
Yes.
Gibbons,
Yes.
Harrington,
Yes.
Euchre,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Weiss,
Yes.
Sisson.
Yes.
Final reading, corrective ordinance 2460, an ordinance to vacate South Sheridan Street from 7th Street to 10th Street, 8th Street from South Sherman Street to South Sheridan Street. It should be 9th Street, correct, Kim?
Correct.
From South Sherman Street to South Sheridan Street, and the alleyways in Block 11 and Block 16, Holdrege South Addition to the City of Holdrege, Phelps County, Nebraska. To repeal all other ordinances or parts of ordinances in conflict herewith, and to provide for the severability of all parts hereof. To designate the time described when this ordinance shall be in effect. Be it ordained by the mayor and council of the City of Holdrege, Nebraska.
Motion to approve the final reading.
So moved.
Gibbons?
Second.
Dale Harrington?
Harrington,
Yes.
Euchre,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Weiss,
Yes.
Sisson,
Yes.
McDermott,
Yes.
Gibbons.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Motion carried. Adopt Resolution 2022-08, revising the City of Holdrege electric rate schedule effective October 1st, 2022. This was tabled at the last meeting. The council has already increased the water rates, the sewer rates. Our budget is coming back up in these two accounts. This also is an enterprise fund. John did a great job of consulting the rates. I think he did a fantastic job. We're looking at possibly that bus ring that we have to do on the east side of town, possibly a couple $1 million. We need to keep our electric fund in the black. He recommended a 3% increase. I don't know if anybody, nobody wants an increase, but that's the job that the council has been elected to take care of our budgets and our policies. What's the council's wishes?
Is BD included in this one? He had also mentioned adjusting BDs.
Justin Beckman Dickinson's rate?
Is that
Yeah,
included in
The
this?
industrial rate,
Okay.
that's the industrial. They're the only ones been on the industrial.
Okay.
Yep. Like Allman Brothers, they're commercial demand. So that's I believe it was there'll be a surcharge.
BD is a large user. They really help our residential rates throughout the whole town because they are a large user.
Yeah, the franchise fee will stay at the 10%, but the surcharge fee of the 6%, he said, will be added, and that will go to the electric department specifically. the franchise fee will go to the general fund.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, Brian. Motion?
So moved.
I'll second that.
Larry McDermott, Dale Harrington seconds.
Gibbons,
Yes.
Harrington,
Yes.
Huger,
Yes.
Johnson,
Yes.
Smith,
Yes.
Weiss,
Yes.
Sisson,
Yes.
McDermott.
Yes.
Nobody wants an increase, but they do like the service that they get. Item 8, approve an interlocal agreement with the County of Phelps regarding the services of Phelps County Network Administrator. That would be our, we contract with Paul Swearingen, who is the IT for the county, and we're contracting. Paul used to be a dispatcher with us, very good one, and they lose him, but now we're still have him with this contract come in and help us out.
Does a great job, helps out a lot.
Saves money, don't it?
What's that?
Saves a little money,
He
don't it?
does, yeah, he's always willing to help us and pretty much all
And
the time.
with the interlocal agreement, that helps our budget too.
Yep.
Paul is an employee of the county, and so they are providing his salary and all of his benefits. We are essentially just paying an hourly rate back to the county under this agreement for the time that he spends over here.
I mean, his hourly rate or their hourly rate that they set?
Nope, it's an hourly rate set by the county that is designed to take into effect his salary and benefits.
Do you
I'd
know
have to
that
look to
number?
see exactly.
Is that number
Do you
listed?
like that number, Natalie?
Yeah, Chris and I talked about it. We're both in agreement that the rate is fine. It's $26 per hour is what we're paying. And I think the gist of it is, we couldn't bring in an IT person and put them on city benefits for anywhere near that amount, so this has been a pretty good. He's actually been providing services for several months to the city. We just have not reimbursed the county because we haven't had an agreement, so.
Okay.
For example, Turner's cost us $105 an hour when they come in.
Say what?
Turner's cost us $105 an hour when they come and do something for the admin side, so that's pretty reasonable.
Paul, I call him and he's right there. I'll help. Or he'll help, guys have problems at night, they call him, he helps, so.
The contract and everything looks okay to you,
Yeah,
Natalie?
I don't have any concerns with the contract.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second that.
Mayor McDermott seconds.
Smith,
Yes.
Weiss,
Yes.
Sisson,
Yes.
McDermott,
Yes.
Gibbons,
Yes.
Harrington,
Yes.
Huger,
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Motion carried. Open discussion. Dave,
Nothing, thank you.
nothing. You got all taken care of during the week. Chief McIntyre.
Well, August 2nd is National Night Out, so if anyone wants to participate, they can do so, contact us and contact the city, some barricades or whatever, like we've done years past. I guess I'm 4 officers hired, so I got 3 of them going to the academy, August 28th, so I got one that's certified that starts Monday. So things are good.
Outstanding.
Great news.
Just need them trained to get back on the streets, and then we'll be in real good shape, so. Do have one guy leaving probably about September 10th, so I'll have to replace him.
National Night Out is on a Tuesday.
Yeah,
Meeting
we'll
day.
all be here, so.
So if anybody wants to do burgers out in front, National Night
Shut
Out.
down the street?
We always miss those parties because we're up here.
I mean,
Last year, Caleb Erickson, Officer Erickson, did the one for the neighborhood. I was kinda in the neighborhood, but I went and smooched. That was good. Ward 1, Mr. Gibbons.
Nothing.
McDermott.
Nothing.
Ward 2,
Nothing for me.
Gordy?
No, sir.
Boy, this is too easy. Ward 3, Ned?
Nope.
Well, let's keep her rolling. Ben?
Well, Kim, since pickleball has taken over the town, I was asked if we had any plans to paint the lines at the North Park, or if we could paint the lines at the North Park.
Yeah, that got brought to my attention this week, and I just told them it would be a council decision if that wants to be done. We're in the process, it's been 5 years now, that we're probably gonna have to go out for bids to get it repainted next year. So if we want pickleball courts up there, we could put that in the bidding. We'd just like to see what are those other, you know, if it'd be okay if we wanna do that, or do we, I mean, we spent a lot of money on those courts. I didn't know if we wanted to put pickleball courts up there or not, because we got them in the South Park, it's just that there's portable, we need to get portable nets, so.
There's quite a few people I see playing in North Park.
You're just talking about painting the lines on a tennis court for pickleball boundaries, not actually building a pickleball.
Correct.
Just painting the lines on the court.
And so,
Because they must like the feel of that court, or the material of that court
The
better
texture.
than the basketball court. Texture.
it's same thing, it's both, they're both concrete.
I think one's smoother than the other though, since they're a little more grip up here.
Well, we're looking at possibly going out for bids of repainting the courts, so, when we do that, we'll just have to add that they need to paint them all, paint.
And
the
when
pickleball
you
courts.
put the lines on for pickleball, that'll be a different color, correct?
Yes.
Okay,
Is it
yeah,
different net?
No, it's just
It
roughly
uses
same
the
net.
same net,
Smaller
okay.
court.
They
It's just a
lower,
small
they lower
store.
the net, is what he told me today.
Do they?
Yeah. So,
Well, I don't know how we do that, because we usually don't touch the nets.
Just leave the net alone
I mean,
and deal with it.
Higher nets.
okay.
They must
Yeah.
have a league or something, because they're up there many more.
Yeah, he
than
said,
North Park.
he said it was growing quite a bit, and they really like playing up there, and they would prefer to play up there as opposed to the veterans part. So,
Okay.
yeah, I mean, I would say bid it if it's going out, unless nobody wants you to.
It's not gonna interfere with people using it as a tennis court. I
You
would
can ask for
assume.
both, bid paint them as tennis courts and want to.
well, we would,
That's what they
we
do.
would, that would be both.
It's no different than the gymnasium, that's got multiple
Yep.
lines on it,
Correct.
so.
NSAA isn't gonna complain, right?
I don't know,
Let's do a check on that.
yeah.
We don't wanna accidentally
Yeah,
interfere with
that's a
what the
good-
school's doing up there.
That's a
Well,
good
that's true
thought.
too, cause they kinda contribute to the cause, don't they?
Yeah.
You know,
we
so
better
it's not
double
just
check
our, probably our
So
decision.
that was kind of a point he brought up, but I mean, every gymnasium has multiple
Yeah, I know, but I'm
lines
just,
painted on the court for different activities, so.
We get the school activity
I will-
director's
I will
opinion
ask.
before we do anything
yeah,
for
you
sure.
better.
Okay, that's all I got. Thank you.
Ward 4, Mr. Fuker.
No, thank you, everything's good.
Dale Harrington.
Tonight, Mayor.
Natalie,
Nothing from me.
what about 610 East Avenue? North of the library. What's the process that we have to go through to sell it?
I think Dane and I have been working on a resolution. I think we'll just probably bring that to the council at the next meeting.
What we need from the council actually is some direction to put into the resolution on how you want to sell it. So if you want a sealed bid, or if you wanna have a bid at the courthouse, or a bid on the steps of the house or something, because that will be worded into the resolution. So I think you wanna give the mayor some guidance on how you want him to dispose of the property, and then we'll give you a resolution that indicates that.
To clarify again, we're hosting this real estate transaction on behalf of the library, right?
Right.
The library paid for it, they're not allowed to do real estate, so we did it on their behalf, so when we sell this on their behalf, the money goes back to their
Library.
purse, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Well, I would say admin will do some research on it, on what yields the best results, and give you some direction from that point, if you guys are all right with that.
Send it out.
Yeah, be good.
Move on. And I'd recommend, the council drive by 415 6th Avenue, north of Burlington Square. Little alley house, it's been abandoned for some time. Somebody said if a tornado comes through and tore down a bunch of properties, it'd be $100,000 improvement. We're getting a bunch of abandoned houses around and you know, take a look. You know, it's an eyesore. Nice neighborhood in Burlington Square, but see what you guys want to do. 415 6. So, Mr. Parsons, what do you think?
Nothing, sir.
What's the chance of getting a couple curb cuts on 14th this year? I know 14th is gonna be on the, it's on 10-year, 6-year program, but I hate to see kids in wheelchairs going down there and.
Well, we try and do a little bit every year when we can, and we try and do more or less what we can do by the schools.
Yeah, there's a lot of kids from the school on 14th.
It's just been the standpoint of the timing aspect of it, trying to get them done.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. If we get 1 or 2 done, that'd be awesome. I appreciate it. Mr. Brinkman?
I don't have anything. Thanks for approving the rate increases. It needed done. Thank you.
And Mary McGill, our budget is coming up real close.
It's getting here. We're starting to work on it, so.
We've had some budget request improvements, or so that'll be coming up very shortly. So nothing else. This meeting is adjourned. Thank you.
Yeah.
Meeting takes long.
Yeah.